recent CEO's conference, and they outlined, I think, 12 or 15 points that we need to look at. First and foremost, he says that the government expenditure must be cut. The frivolous expenditure must be cut. The projects that are not necessary, you must engage in projects that are productive, that are self-financing. Understand? Almost all the projects that we did are self-financing to be paid. So we are going to inherit a very difficult economy, and we need to think out of the box. We need to ensure that we are able to add value to our agricultural sector to be able to export and gain foreign currency. We should do less imports. You see, when you go back to our time of independence, today is AU Day, and you look at what Kwame Nkrumah intended to do, import substitution. So at that time, he put up factories that will produce the things that we will consume, not the 1D, 1F that they thought about that nothing is happening. So that's where we are talking about agriculture, ensuring that when you traverse this country, there's so many arable lands. Why should we import rice? Why should we?
Away from that, leadership of the Judicial Service Staff Association of Ghana, GSAG, has announced an indefinite strike effective Thursday, May 25, 2023, barring any intervention by the government. Now, the association says it has arrived at this decision after the President, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo, failed to approve recommendations made by the Judicial Council to have their salaries reviewed.
Upon consultation with the Senior Staff Association, Judicial Service Ladies Association of Ghana, the Finance Association, Staff Association, drivers, and all stakeholders, by this declaration of strike, all staff of the service are immediately directed not to unless and until the President of Ghana complies with Article 149 of the Constitution by approving and paying our salaries with all the arrears from January to date. All staff are also to know the following. The security men and women are to stay at post, but make sure that all entrances to the court and other offices are locked to prevent entry into the court or any premises of the service. All drivers are directed to hand over the official vehicles in their custody to the transport department. No driver shall drive any office vehicle or any officer or any jet during the period of the strike. No court registrar, I repeat, no court registrar should open or be compelled to open any registry or court for use during the period of the strike. Regional Executive Board and committee members of USAID, no court registrar, I repeat, no court registrar should open or be compelled to open any registry or court for use during the period of the strike. Regional Executive Board and committee members of USAID are to be on the lookout to ensure compliance, same as SAGU executives. If any staff of the service receive any treatment from any management member to report to work or perform any official duty during the strike, shall decline same and report the matter to USAID. Let no one in government or management unlawfully coerce any staff or intimidate staff during the strike. If any member is inflicted with any injustice in this cause, we shall deem it as all members have been inflicted. Consequently, we shall respond in equal proportion.
Wrapping up on our local front, some parts of Greater Accra region are expected to experience a power outage today, May 25, 2023. Now, the Electricity Company of Ghana in a press statement announced that it is undertaking planned maintenance today, which will affect power flow to some areas. The outage is expected to last from 9 o'clock a.m. to 4 p.m. It says ECJ will undertake planned maintenance works to improve service delivery. Date, Thursday, 25th May 2023. Time, 9 a.m. to 4 o'clock p.m. Areas to be affected: Kantamanso Police Land, ECG Quarters, Paradise Estate, Sweden Medical Center, Amanfum, Ashiye Reservoir, Adum Gate, Ashiye Fulani, Tetegu, White Cross, Sampa Valley, and surrounding areas. It says ECG regrets the inconvenience that will arise out of this exercise. That's all for our local news this afternoon. Up next is business. In business, the Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana has reiterated that its regulatory body has monitored keenly with interest on an ongoing operation by the Ghana Revenue Authority to clamp down on businesses that do not comply with the issuance of VAT invoices. The association allegedly disclosed that an information reaching them is that the GRA has closed down 2 Chinese business firms and arrested some tax managers for their failure to issue value-added tax invoices despite their claims of being tax complained.
Even though the exercise by the GRA task force is in order, Importers and Exporters Association of Ghana urged the authority to adopt a friendlier approach in undertaking such an exercise so as to not scare away existing and potential investors in the country. The association noted clearly that there is the need for them and the entire business community to be tax compliant. They further urged their members to, as a matter of urgency, ensure full compliance to the issuance of VAT invoices and regularly file their VAT returns. Even though their operations as a business community are being saddled by harsh taxes, it is imperative on their side to ensure that they fully comply with the necessary tax claims.
After this quick breather, we'll do stories from our international partners, the People's Dispatch. Now let's do some international news. On Tuesday, May 23, the 7th Commission of the House of Representatives of the Colombian Congress approved the health reform bill proposed by the government of President Gustavo Petro and Vice President Francia Marquez. The reform bill received 14 votes in favor and 6 against in the debate, which is the first stage in the parliamentary process.
During over 8 hours of debate, the members of the Commission incorporated 14 new articles and eliminated 9 proposed articles. The representatives approved a series of new articles with proposals related to topics such as capitation payments, identification of human talent in health, among others. Similarly, the officials rejected articles that proposed allocating funds on a regional basis, strengthening of the health system resource administrators, among others. Health Minister Guillermo Afonso Jaramillo reported that the decisions were made together with the different political parties in order to advance the debate and seek a middle ground. In addition to the members of a ruling left-wing historic pact coalition, the legislators of the Liberal and the U parties, despite their reservations, voted in favor of a majority of the articles. The approval of the health reform was celebrated by President Petro, Health Minister Jaramillo, among others leaders. Hard works debate much deeper than when Law 100 was passed in 1993. I congratulate the work of congressmen and congresswomen, wrote President Petro on Twitter, welcoming the approval of the reform. For his part, Health Minister Jaramillo thanked the Commission for approving the reform, adding that the government wants the best for Colombia and that it will continue on working for the country to have a great public health care system. The Commission approved 143 articles that will change the country's health system and will allow all Colombians to have a model with quality infrastructure, health workers with good salaries and working conditions, and patients with comprehensive care. We will continue to build a better country, tweeted the Health Ministry. The health reform promoted by the Petro government seeks to make healthcare a universal right. It proposes a public-private hybrid model that prioritizes primary care to prevent deaths. It suggests creating healthcare access points in each neighborhood and town of the country to ensure every Colombian has access to this service. It advocates the elimination of the intermediation exercised by private insurers and the creation of a national health system based on a social insurance model financed by parafiscal contributions from social security contributions and the nation's own resources. It also guarantees good conditions and benefits for workers in the sector. The reform is one of the pillars of the national government and marks its agenda of change for the country. To become a law, the bill will have to go through 3 more debates and votes, 1 in the plenary session of the House of Representatives and 2 in the Senate. This week, the Commission is also scheduled to debate on the Labour Reform Bill presented by Petro government. The Labour Reform Bill proposes to reduce working hours, boost overtime pay, and expand workers' rights, among other measures.
And that's how we draw curtains on this afternoon's Pan-African television news here on Pan-African TV. My name is Ivy Abena, Dede, Narki. Do follow us on all socials for more news updates. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Pan-African Television. African Union Day with Kwame Usudanso and our able panelists is next at 1 o'clock. Do enjoy the rest of our programs.